Hello everyone, thank you for being here. This is my first ever attempt to do a how-to on, this time, Game Pass DLSS into the Starfield DLSS mod for Game Pass in this case. Luckily, Bethesda has made it so that you can actually mod a little bit into the Game Pass files. It wasn't like that before, but now with Starfield, I think they know that people are going to be modding it. I think they know that people are going to be doing their own thing with this. And in this case, it's going to be a straight mod of putting DLSS into your Game Pass files, which normally only have FSR. And FSR isn't as good as DLSS if you have an RTX GPU. So this is only for all of you who have an RTX GPU and would be able to use DLSS. All right, let's go ahead. So first of all, you of course want to go into your Starfield, Xbox Game Pass actual thing here. Then after you go into there, sorry, you are going to be going into your folder that you have Starfield installed on. When you installed it through Game Pass, you told it a directory where you wanted it to install. Mine is on the C drive. Xbox games, the regular stuff, Xbox games, Starfield, content, that's where you're going to be putting the mods into. That is a specific folder that you're going to be putting the mods into. It's all going to go specifically into here. So do not go into any other folder, do not do anything else, just put it directly into here. And you're going to go into Starfield Upscaler on Nexus Mods, search it, just go Google, your favorite little friend, go Google, you go Nexus Mods, you go Starfield Upscaler, go right down to where the file section is. You figure out which one you want, whether you want the reshade version or you want the standalone version. Once you have decided which one you want, I'm going to go with the reshade version that allows reshades later on. It allows cast sharpening, reshade. I just allowed that just to be safe. I just did it on that one just to be safe. You go manual download. You go down there, slow download. You wait. Because the fast download requires a membership, you go there. Once it's there, you open up the specific, there's going to be a .zip folder that's going to be downloaded into there. It's going to be a zip file. You open it up with whatever you want, 7-zip, whichever one you want. I use 7-zip for this one. You can use WinZip, WinRAR. WinRAR is free in case if you don't want to get any paid ones. WinRAR doesn't have any issues. These files are safe. I have had no pop-ups with viruses for any of these files. So you just copy-paste it into your content folder, like I did right here. Then you go into installing the other parts of it, which in this case is going to be the Upscaler-based plugin. You go and you install there. You go to the file section, same as always. Manual download, slow download. This is going to pop up for you for many times because some people like donating to the people who do all of this stuff because they are actually putting the effort of doing all these mods for the community. And some people like giving them $1 or $2. You can give them $1 or $2 if you want. You can not do it if you don't want to. I was able to download it without giving them anything. You move forward. You do the same thing. It's going to be a zip file. You open it up. It's going to give you that Upscaler-based plugin folder. Inside of there, it's going to be your DLL file that you're going to be using. That's the one that's going to be using for the upscaling. You basically do the same thing as before. You copy-paste, except this time you're copying it into your mods folder. Once you copy it into your mods folder, you should be seeing your Upscaler-based plugin folder in there. And inside of there, you should be seeing the PD-perf plugin, which is the same one that you should have. You can double-check it on your zip file to make sure everything is set up in there. Next, you're going to be going for Nvidia DLSS DLL. This DLL is necessary for your Nvidia card to know what the heck to be doing with DLSS and for DLSS to work properly. What you're going to be doing here is you're going to be going to Tech Power Up, which is a trusted site. You have no issues with viruses. There's going to be no issues with viruses or anything. Now, DLSS 3.5.0 is the newest one. 2.5.1 you can get if you don't care about frame generation or if you have an older Nvidia DLSS capable card. I just went with 3.5.0 because it's the newest one. I just wanted to have the newest driver in there. You just press the download button as you would any other download, which is going to take you to this section, which is you choose the server, whichever one is closer to you. If you're in Europe, then you choose the European one. If you're in the US, you choose the US one. It's going to have another zip file that's going to have your, right here, this DLL. This DLL, you put exactly where your PD-perf plugin was. Just don't close your PD-perf plugin area, your upscaler driver area, and then you go right there. So it should be an Xbox Starfield content mods upscaler based plugin, and it should be right here. Put it right there, copy paste into your PD-perf plugin area. You just scroll it, move it along. It's going to do it all on its own. And that's all really you have to do for the DLLs. Then double check. This is what I always like to do. I always like to double check and make sure it's not going to break the game. Luckily, Bethesda this time made it so this kind of mod doesn't break the Xbox Game Pass game. Usually you can't modify Xbox Game Pass games because they're very protective, but this time you can. So I just go through the whole process. You know, this loading screen, if you've played it before, you know exactly what you're waiting for. You press the END button on your keyboard. It's right below the home, in between the delete and page down. You look for it on your keyboard. It's END, end. You press that. That's going to do a little pop-up there. That's going to let you know everything is active. DLSS is active. What form it's active in. You can modify those too, but I just leave it as is because it works perfectly fine. Now, in order for this to work on yours, and there you go, you have Starfield. In order for this to work on your PC, like actually have DLSS capable, you go into your settings here, and you just, check to make sure FSR 2.0 is on. That's all you need to know. FSR 2.0 should be on because what the plugin is doing is replacing FSR with DLSS and all of the mumbo jumbo that goes on into the DLL files. It does it itself, but that's what the file is doing. It's replacing FSR 2.0 with DLSS. In my experience, it is worlds different. I don't have frame generation since I have an older card, but what it does give you is more fidelity, more sharpness, and your FPS is not suffering for that. So once again, this is the Mad Salvi doing a little bit of an aid here. It's my first time ever doing one of these videos. I hope you absolutely enjoyed it. I hope it helped you. And let me know down below if this is something that you're thinking of doing yourself, if this is a mod that you're thinking of doing yourself. Thank you so much for watching me again. Hopefully enjoying this evergreen content, as they call it. It's the Mad Salvi saying bye-bye.